Hi there, welcome to the PIP video. We're going to learn what is a PIP. We're going to learn what a standard price quote is, and that is a non-Japanese yen price quote. They're different than the yen quotes, and we're going to learn all about the yen price quotes. And there's a topic called not all are cents, and this has to do with the different countries' currencies. Certain currencies have dollars and cents, but not all currencies have dollars or cents. This is why the term PIP has evolved. What is a PIP? PIP. PIP is an acronym, and it stands for percentage in point. Standard price quote. Now this is a not Japanese yen. It's a currency pairs that do not involve the yen, and they will have 4 or 5 decimal places. Yen price quotes, they are currency pairs that do involve the yen, the Japanese yen, and they will have 2 or 3 decimal places. Now, the 2 or 3 decimal places, the 4 or 5 decimal places will depend on the broker. A standard price quote for a non-yen currency pair, which is an example of a 4 decimal place. So the euro USD means 1 euro will buy 1.2345 USD. Standard price quote, non-yen for the 5 decimal places, 1 euro will buy 1.23456 USD. So there's 5 places after the decimal on a 5 decimal quote. When we look at a currency quote or the price, what we see are the cents. Now this is after the decimal. We see the cents, the percentage of a cent, and then the 1/10 of a percent on a 5 decimal quote. So again, that's after the decimal. We'll have the cents, which is the first 2, the percentage of a cent, which is the second 2, and then the last, if it's involved, will be a 1/10 of a percent. We'll take a look at this price, 1.23456. The 1 becomes the dollar that we're familiar with. The 23 becomes the 23 cents. The 45 is 45% of a cent. And then the last place, the 5th decimal, is the 6, and that's 6/10 of 1%. So a price is really broken down into its smallest denominations. We understand $1.23, but then there's a difference between 23 cents and 24 cents. That 1 cent can be broken down into percentages, and that's what the 45 is. 45% of 1 cent. It's almost 23.5 cents. So this becomes 23 cents plus 45% of a cent, and then 6/10 of 1%. In the yen pairs, now we have 2 decimal places. The US dollar, Japanese yen, in this quote, 82.75. 3 decimal places, we'll have 82.75.4. 82 is the yen. The 75 is the percentage of a yen. And then the 4 is 1/10 of a percent. You see, the other currencies will have dollars or something like a dollar. And then from there, you'll have the cents, or what the equivalent of a cent will be. A dollar is broken down into 100. Whereas the yen, that is the smallest denomination. That is why there are fewer decimal places. 1 yen cannot be broken down into smaller components like cents. So what we have here is the smallest unit becomes the number before the decimal, and then after that we have the percentages, 75% of 1 yen, and then 4/10 of 1%. Now remember what we talked about, saying that there's dollars and cents for a lot of the currencies, but not all currencies have dollars and or cents. For the dollar, the Australian dollar, US dollar, Canadian dollar, and so on, the smaller unit is the cent. This is, many traders are familiar with this. The euro, the smaller unit, becomes the euro cent. For the pound, its smaller unit is the pence. So you'll have 1 pound, and 100 pence make up a pound. The franc, its smaller unit is the rappen. 100 rappen makes up 1 franc. And then as we discussed, the yen has no smaller unit. The yen is the small unit. 1 yen cannot be broken down any further than this. So 1 yen has no smaller unit. Because we use these different currencies is where the percentage in point. The point becomes the equivalent of a cent. The point is the 100 units that make up the base. So the 100 cents that make up the dollar, the 100 rappen that make up the franc, that becomes the point. So we have broken down into something smaller is the percentage in point, where PIP comes from, pip. That's it for the pips video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.